Before our service begins with the ringing of the Kansho, you are welcome to offer incense.
Good morning. I would like to welcome you to our Dharma School Family Service. Our service is being chaired by the 5th through 8th grade class, and the adult service will be chaired by Miss Kaytee Sumida. We will now have our silent meditation led by our certified minister's assistant, Bill Teague.
Please put your hands together in Gassho. The Buddhist path is just beneath your feet. Namo Amida Butsu. Namadabs, 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 namadabs.
We will now be chanting Junirai on page 24 in the service book.
Keshu tenin shokugyo Amida senkyo zokuson Zai himi meu anrako Muryo bushi shoinu Konjiki shinjo nyo senryo Shamato gyan yo zobu Yomuku jonyaku shurenge Koga chorai miraso Menzen and Jonyo mangas Iko yunyo sen ichigas Shonyo tenku kushira Koga chorai miraso Kanon chodai kanchuju Shuju me so mo so ko Hoboku gedo makeman Koga chorai midason Mugui muke kyo shoujo Shotoku ketsu nyokoku Shosari akutoku jizai Koga chorai miraso Jippo myomon dosashu Muryo shomajo samdan Isho shuryo fanjikiju Koga chorai miraso Gontai kenchi shoke Zengon shoujo meldaiza Ohi zaryo nyo senno Koga chorai midaso Jippo shorai shobushi Kengen jizen ushi anrak Sengo son
説明が奇妙役無量になくどふ主任死心教一尊子が将来見出そう非尊無料勉強無所主悪知識往生不退死往来子が将来見出そう挫折非尊功徳寺修善無変妖怪水小逆伝言小受上者エセウ上昇以降ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナメアンダブがにしくろく平等性祭どんぼ大神往生安楽合唱ナモ阿弥陀仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ
We will now have a Dharma message given to us by Certified Minister's Assistant, Mrs. Sharon Sasaki.
Please join me in Gassho. With a foolish being full of blind passions, in this fleeting world, this burning house, all matters without exception are empty and false, totally without truth and sincerity. The Nembutsu alone is true and real. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. So good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? So at this time of the year, the weather is getting colder, and there's also October baseball. So I'm a Giants fan, but rooting for the Padres now, and sorry they didn't win yesterday, but hopeful for today. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the fall so far. So you can see my screen, right? Okay. So I have a question for everyone. Do you ever read comic strips, like in the newspaper or in books? Yes, a few people do. It's a little bit old school, I guess, now. So for my Dharma school talk today, I decided to talk about my favorite comic strip. Maybe you could guess. So yeah, I hope most of you recognize Peanuts. So I love everything about this comic strip. The characters, the drawings, the music, and the TV shows. The artist who created Peanuts is Charles Schulz, kind of like Bob and Jack Schultz, but spelled differently. But he passed away in the year 2000. And there's a very nice Charles Schultz Museum in Santa Rosa, California, near San Francisco, if you haven't been there. It's really nice. So can you guess who my favorite Peanuts character is? Yes, Caden? Oh, Woodstock, ooh. Woodstock is cool. But it's actually Lucy. Robert knew that. What is Lucy like? So I have some comic strips to share that illustrate her personality. These toys are mine. Do you hear me, Linus? They're mine. Mine, 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 mine. Everything is mine. Do you understand? Huh? Oh, look at Linus. He's giving him his shirt, her shirt. So that from this strip, it shows that Lucy can be greedy. Here's another one. When you get big, do you want to be somebody great? That's an insult. An insult? I feel that I'm great already. So Lucy can also be self-centered, brag, and think very highly of herself. Here's another one. That's what I think of your box of cookies, as she kicks it. That's what I think of your old piano, poor Schroeder. That's what I think of your old stamp collection. And that's what I think of your old picture puzzle. And that's what I think of your stupid old marbles. And that's what I think of your silly old colored crayons. How would you feel if somebody did that to your crayons or your puzzle? Not too happy. So all the different characters are running after Lucy in anger, rightly so. And she's saying, I'm frustrated and inhibited, and nobody understands me. So this shows a few things about Lucy, but one of them is that she can be foolish. She acts out, and she can cause pain to other people, but doesn't understand her own actions or their consequences. Here's another one. So this one says, number one crab. Slam. Boy, do I feel crabby. Maybe I can be of help. Why don't you just take my place here in front of the TV while I go and fix you a nice snack? Sometimes we all need a little pampering to help us feel better. See, I came right back. Here's a nice sandwich for you, some chocolate chip cookies, and a cold glass of milk. Isn't that sweet and thoughtful of Linus? Now, is there anything else I can get you? Is there anything I haven't thought of? Yes, well, there's one thing that you haven't thought of. I don't want to feel better. So, she can also be crabby. But there's also another side to Lucy. Here's another. Here's one example. I'm so proud of myself. I haven't done one mean thing to my baby brother today, not one. Well, that's fine, Lucy. That's real fine. There's only one thing that worries me. The day isn't over yet. So here, she's trying to be less mean. And here's another. Phooey, what's the matter? My life is a drag. I'm completely fed up. I've never felt so low in my life. When you're in a mood like this, you should try to think of things you have to be thankful for. In other words, count your blessings. That's a good one. I could count my blessings on one finger. I've never had anything and I never will have anything. I don't get half the breaks that other people do. Nothing ever goes right for me. And you talk about counting blessings? You talk about being thankful? What do I have to be thankful for? Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. She's looking at him. Well, every now and then, I say the right thing. So this shows that Lucy can be grateful for love, and she just can be moved emotionally. And here's one more to share with you. So this is Lucy approaching Snoopy. And she pats Snoopy on the head, pat, pat, pat. And she gives him a big hug. And this is kind of a famous line. Happiness is a warm puppy. So Lucy can also be loving, which is, really, really cool. So this is what I love about Lucy. She has all of these sides to her. Self-centered, greedy, foolish, and crabby. But she's also trying to be less mean, can be grateful and loving. So personally, I can relate to her. Sometimes I can be kind, gentle, and thankful, like with my dog here, Mimi. However, other times I feel like the number one crab. I can be hard-headed, a poor listener, and insensitive. These are the times I don't understand how I can be a minister's assistant, and I feel unworthy to be in this role. So you might be thinking, what does this have to do with the Buddha Dharma? So when I feel down or not good enough, I try to remember what we learn here at the temple, which is that Amida Buddha embraces us just as we are because we are so limited and self-centered. The Buddha of boundless wisdom and compassion dynamically works to liberate us from suffering. And in the slide, these are just depictions of Amida Buddha. On the left is the 6-character name, Namo Amida Butsu. On the right is a picture of the Buddha, like you might have in your home Obutsudan. And of course, here in our Onaijin, in the center object of reverence is a statue of Amida Buddha, of infinite wisdom and compassion. So, can anyone remember our Dharma School theme for this year? Yes, Jaden? Wow, good. Good, Jaden. Finding your path is our Dharma School theme for this year. So what does this mean? So everyone here, each person has their own unique journey in life, like Lucy shows in her various comic strips. Because we each have different struggles and experiences, It's said that there are 84,000 paths to enlightenment. In Jodo Shinshu, going back 800 years to founder of Shinran Shonin, we're learning the path of the Nembutsu, which is opening our hearts to the embrace and call of Amida Buddha, which is Namo Amida Butsu. This is a lifelong journey as we go through ups and downs in life. We may always try to be grateful, loving, and kind, but realize that our three poisons, greed, anger, and ignorance, won't go away. But all of these states and emotions are impermanent. What is not impermanent? As in my opening quote from Tanisho, Shinran Shonin states that the Nembutsu alone is true and real. On this path, we listen to the Dharma and reflect on ourselves, and as we continue to say the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, its meaning matures and deepens. So this photo is of my mom from this past Monday at her Homo Butsudan. My mom and I chant Shoshinge together over the phone almost every day. And I know a lot of the pain and difficulties that she's been through. So when I hear her say, Namo Amida Butsu or Namanda Butsu, I know that I have found my path, and I hope you all find yours too. That will conclude my talk. Thank you for listening, and thank you to Charles Schultz for creating Lucy. Please join me again in Gassho. With a foolish being full of blind passions, in this fleeting world, this burning house, all matters without exception are empty and false, totally without truth and sincerity. The Nembutsu alone is true and real. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Ms. Sharon, for your message. Please stand for the Gatha Tutu Da Delta on page 148 in the purple book.
Please remain standing for the recitation of the three treasures on page 91 in the service book. Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves into the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from the suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken ourselves to supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in your life of harmony, of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we can hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Gasho. Namae Dabtsu. Namae Dabtsu. Namae Dabtsu. Please be seated.
We will observe our October birthdays, so if you have a birthday in this month, please come up and offer incense and stay up here. Please tell us your name and birthday.
Francisco, and my date of birth is October 2nd. Just
supporting. Marie, October 10, 10.
Kiana, October 10th.
We will now sing happy birthday to our Dharma friends. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dharma friends. Happy birthday to you.
At this time, are there any announcements?
Hi, good morning, everybody. I just want to remind you about a couple events that are coming up for Dharma School students. We have on October 26th, Feeding San Diego, for students who are 6 years or older, the registration will close on October 12th, so next week, I believe. So if you're interested in attending Feeding San Diego, it'll go out it's in the Dharma School email. Sangha members are also, can also attend as well. If you'd like me to send you the link, let me know. Also, too, we have a camping trip that's coming up in November. November 15th through 17th, we'll be going to Agua Caliente. If you want to sign up, or if you have questions or you're wondering about it, even if you want to just come for the day, like Saturday the 16th, that would be great too. If you have questions, let me know. We also have a sign up that goes out through the Dharma School email. Thank you.
Good morning. On behalf of the temple, I just want to say thank you to all of you who came out and helped out with the temple cleanup last week. Things really look spiffed up, and really appreciate everybody's hard work. One of the things that happened is that I think Linda went through the lost and found, and so on the counter in the office are all these great items that people have forgotten here throughout the years. And so they're probably going to get cleaned out. So if you by chance maybe have left something behind sometime, take a peek and see. It wants to return home to you. And let's see. Oh, who's this? Hi, I'm Sally. Grounder. Hi. We're sitting in the box downstairs. Yes, we are. We're waiting to be distributed to the kids through Ronald McDonald's House Charities. And we'd love for people to join us. What do they need to do? Well, Sangha friends just need to bring a new stuffed animal and have them join us in the box downstairs, and we will package them and deliver them to, oh, I'm sorry, I won't be packaging. Other people will be packaging and sending them to Ronald McDonald House Charities. This is part of the interfaith event that the temple has been participating in for 5 years. Okay, see ya. See ya.
That concludes our Dharma School portion of this service. We would like to thank our certified minister's assistants, Arturo Rubio, Bill Teague, and Yukari Williams for their participation in today's service. CMA Sharon Sasaki for her Dharma message, and our tech team, Mr. Brevin Honda and Mr. Ken Muaoka, Mr. Ricky Cheeks for having today's service being live streamed on YouTube. At this time, Dharma School students and teachers are excused to their classes. Please offer incense heading downstairs.